Hello everybody, I'm Storm here. Welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4 Old World Blues. In the last episode, we launched our attack on the den. It went rather successful, and we rolled across the den, and we have annexed it. Because we needed those resources, and we needed them now. Now we're justifying against the slags here. We also have some resources we need. Those advanced components. Yeah, pretty much we need to get the slags, we need to get Vault City. Vault City is kind of the big deal. That's got some serious stuff we need to get our hands on. So we'll get around to that. And once we've consolidated a significant power base, then we can start the process of puppeting, right? Making puppets, reducing their autonomy, that kind of stuff. For now, we just need resources. That's what we're working on. We also were able to reduce the Purist faction support down to the point where I can assassinate Dr. Anderson. And then that'll allow us to continue down some of these other trees. So, let's get to it. The Heart of the Storm. Good news, everyone. The back door our troops found was still active and they were able to access ChicoNet. Ah, yeah. This is the Mexican thing. We have already gained invaluable data and are stealing some of the treasures of Mexico, but one of our scientists believes he can subvert Tlaloc and make him recognize we are the true American government. With the powers of Tlaloc, we could rebuild America, and Mexico too, eventually. See with Operation Guadalupe Hidalgo. 2x 50% research bonus for robotics. Proceed with Operation Sam Houston. We get 4x 50% research bonus for high robotics. And we add the technology sophisticated robotics tech. I think this is pretty much a no-brainer. We take that one. Across Mexico, Tlaloc stations fell silent. The Enclave scientists outside Tlaloc's lair ticked the terminal, but to no avail. Silence, and then across the airwaves, a question. What did you do? Okay, what is this? Torian, Ruined Depot, Monterey, and 12 others state are now a core of Ejército Mexicano? Ejército Mexicano annexes Tlalocan. Tlalocan. Murder most foul. You have killed my father and your protector. All that you have ever done is fight and bicker in the mud. In 100 and 1,000 years, you will not be fit for liberty. Despotism is your proper government, and servitude your proper law. But fear not, my fellow Mexicans. There is no reason your new master cannot be a wise and virtuous one. Across Tlaloc's domains, the robots advanced. Santa Anna's eyes stared vacantly as they advanced, as they were to stare at every atrocity to follow. Quick, blame the Brotherhood of Steel. Santa Anna, the first and strongest of Tlaloc's separate identities, the only one to roam outside Tlaloc's domain. Okay, well, something happened. But might have to deal with that later, but whatever. Advanced generator. All right. Very good. Is this still ahead of time? It is a little bit. 88 years. All right. Concentration of force. Well, I guess we'll work on this. Alright, additional plating. And CQC training. Alright, construction's coming along. Getting some civilian workshops built. Part standardization. Alright, so that's done. Alright, so we're going to move on to other things. Robots. Vehicles. Equipment. Support equipment. Now let's go support Saw. Depot uncovered in NCR territory. Our spies have uncovered a map leading to an abandoned pre-war military depot that owns a large amount of older power armor suits in working condition. However, this depot is in NCR territory, meaning our efforts may not go unnoticed by the bear. Suspicion goes up by 10. We get 400 units of new Renoan scavenged power armor. I think we'll excavate what we can. Because the suspicion isn't that high. I don't think it is. I don't know what to compare it against. But I have... Let's see, let's hold a small speech. Do that. It's still dropping. Very good. So that got us some power armor, right? Scavenged power armor. Good. Agency upgraded. Let's deal with that first. Watch out for spies. Let's start that. Alright, we hit this focus. The attempted purge of Franklin Anderson. The good doctor has seen a thorn, has been a thorn in our side ever since his loss in the election. His connections and wits have kept him alive until now, stubbornly leading his few remaining followers. Up until the last minute, Anderson stayed put at his post in the Sierra Army Depot, fulfilling his administrative duties on his terminal. It was our great surprise that we found his office empty, as if he left in a great hurry. A bird, a small group of personnel, some known to be his followers, and some power armor also disappeared around the same time. Anderson's terminal has been wiped clean, but analyzing past network traffic reveals it was pinging potential Enclave outposts in the east using expired presidential authentication codes, which our monitoring dropped since they automatically failed authentication. This has been rectified, but rest assured our current remaining presidential authentication codes have never been compromised, and Anderson will be rejected by any remaining Enclave systems. Regardless, Anderson and his most loyal followers are gone and will no longer be a problem for the foreseeable future. So you say. Alright. Let's get some intel. $800 days to fully decrypt. I mean, we can try. All right, so we want to go to purge the opposition. Removes political infighting. $60 days. All right, the future of the Enclave. In the Enclave, loyalty, patriotism, and allegiance were the primary currency. One did as ordered by the president or the officer above them, and if you were lucky, maybe you could move up past a rank your family had. To steer a new course, to avoid the mistakes of the past, to go against the grain of the elites, that was the fastest way to an early grave, or exiled to some far-off mainland outpost, never to be seen again. Thus, most Enclave rank and file were just good soldiers following orders, content with burning a village or torturing raiders because they were following orders. They were the Enclave. America. The good guys, right? By the time Dick Richardson took over, reformers were nothing more than jaded old soldiers disobeying orders however they could, or deserters who wanted nothing to do with the Enclave. It was ironic that to save the Enclave, dream of an America, the Enclave had to be destroyed. And a dream is hard to kill. And it is in the Sierra Armored Depot that the shock of seeing the wasteland for the first time, meeting with those deemed mutants, changed so many. When the bombs fell, the Enclave was for the rich, the elite, or rather the rich old bastards who didn't want to give up their power. Now the rich old bastards are dead, and the new Enclave has taken its place. The question is, what kind of Enclave will it be? America was made to last no matter the world it's in. Base war support. Base stability. Time for a new America for a new world. I'm going to take the stability. Actually, stability's okay. We need war support. We'll go with war support. Alright, how are we looking over here? We've got a couple of Enclave power armor infantry that are getting ready to be done. 6th of April. Very good. Because we got some power armor. Doctrines. Hold off. Watch out for spies. Alright, keep going with that one. Makeshift squad automatic weapons. 200,000 bottle caps. That's most of our bottle caps. We'll have to wait on that. Makeshift squad automatic weapons. Alright, good. .73 years. 0.73 years. Dynamite. Let's research that.
Enclave here.
Alright. We're gonna go ahead and hide activities from the NCR.
This is Enclave main com.
Biplane fighter. Complete. R-plane bomber. Yep, let's swap out the glider for biplane fighters. Here we go. What are we short on? Like, what is... Actually, we have a surplus power armor now. Primitive radio. Okay. That's all done. That's all ahead of time. Let's start working on...
Enclave here.
Working on vehicles. Bicycles.
Enclave here.
There we go. New units. Finally, our first. Oh no, special forces cap. Alright, well, we're gonna have to cancel that then. Alright. Spies compromised. We have received an emergency transmission from our espionage in the New California Republic. They claim to have been compromised and have abandoned their base of operations as a result. Days away from the border and on foot, they are asking for emergency evacuation. Heroic extractions and no man left behind looks good in after-action reports, but we need to consider our operational security as a whole when deciding our response. An extraction team by Vertibird. We'll get some manpower, some base stability. We'll get some more suspicion. Current suspicion is... $35. Order them to relocate within the New California Republic. Our spies will go radio silent for 7 days. Afterwards, one of the two options will happen. Contact. Authorizing unsupported retreat. Enclave loses their spies. The spies will go radio silent. 80% chance of spies in NCR evacuated successfully. Base stability. Hmm. Do we have options? 300 infantry equipment. You don't have 300 infantry equipment. %60 chance that it succeeds. Let's try it. In 105 political power. Contact with spies lost, of course. Suspicion went up by 10. The battle for the Hoover Dam. The Hoover Dam, stretching across the mighty Colorado, has become the battleground between two vast forces today. On orders directly from Caesar, the Alpaeus legate himself is leading a massive force of legionnaires and tribal auxiliaries in an attempt to seize the so-called Old World Wall from the hands of the new California Republic, who have held it since the 2274 Treaty of New Vegas. The Legion, aided by its superior numbers and fierce obedience to orders, seems to have the upper hand in the clash. Will need to carry any momentum it gains from breaking through at the dam to secure it from counterattack. If they succeed, the Mojave and the lights of Vegas will lay open for Caesar to grab. Should they fall, the Alpaeus legate may find himself in a difficult spot, and the NCR will retain their hold on the Mojave for a little while longer. Close air support. Are we actually producing them? 10.2 per year. It's kind of slow. Not too worried about it right now. 128 days of infantry equipment. Deficit. Save Haven took 9 states. Battle Ford took 2 states. The Great Stampede was annexed. Akigahai takes control of the Shi. They saw the Dragon School return to the reins of power of San Francisco as the Shi's emperor appointed Akigahai as the leader of the Bay, ending a period of sustained ideological debate in San Francisco as to the future of the state, particularly with regard to its relationship with the larger New California Republic to the south. Akigahai, as a member of the Dragon School, rose to power on an explicitly revanchist and anti-NCR stance. Under her reign, aggression with the Republic is expected to markedly increase. Rumors abound that Akigahai plans to strike against the NCR should it ever come upon a moment of weakness. Alright, watch out for spies. Keep that going. Purge the opposition's done. So that gets rid of our political infighting. Alright. Has completed focus the mutant question. The mutant question. Actually, one of the things we're going to do right now is we are going to call in favors. Knock down NCR suspicion down. That'd be a good idea to send. Someone will start building an intel network in the NCR. Do we need 2 people reducing? No, I don't think we do anymore. Let's get 2 people working on that. In the blizzard, while most of the remaining purists were either executed, had accidents, or simply packed up and disappeared while they still had the chance, one particularly numerous group appropriated a few vertibirds and headed north far beyond our radar coverage. One can only guess why they would choose such a bizarre direction. Enclave defectors flocked to the Legion. Although we took power with a promise not to purge our political enemies, like most politicians, we've fallen short of our promises. While some purists fled east to Chicago or Raven Rock, some Enclave loyalists who like Wastelander Americans personally, but doubt our cause, have sold their services to the Legion. The bastard took some suits of power armor, plasma guns, and our last supply of FEV on their way out. Apparently, Caesar intends to use them to bring the torch of knowledge to the wastes in a rather literal fashion. It's Enclave advisors, which grants infantry assault attack. The anti-integration faction. The purists are no more. That does not mean that every member of the reformer faction is an unconditional lover of wastelanders. Many hold the opinion that, while they are certainly no purists, the wastelanders should be kept at a safe arm's length from the pure stock humans of the Enclave. For them, there can be no integration, only the ruling of one class by their genetic betters. Many ex-purists and reformer moderates have gone over to this new faction in our government. As we approach this new divide, the elites party will now be called the Anti-Integration Party. We're going to take the base stability hit. We're going to try and reduce the amount of elite support that we actually get. Here we go. They're back on the board. But still negative, so that's fine. Alright, the old world wall holds. The Legion could not even cross to Colorado. How do they expect to reach Shady Sands if they can't even take this well-fortified entrenched position with a clear field of fire?
Enclave main com.
Alright, call on favors complete. Okay, so that knocked that down. Let's go ahead and grab the mutant question. Alright, let's get watch out for spies one more time. 50 grand. Bone Dancers took 3 states. The Shoshone Nation was annexed. Alright, the mutant question. The Enclave of old barely recognized the mutated denizens of the wasteland as human. Many among us still don't, desiring clear lines to be drawn between purebred human and a wastelander mutant. The official stance of our government towards our mutated subjects must be made clear to those within and without the Enclave. Let's see. Lose legitimacy. Reduces the relevance of legitimacy. You fight not to enslave, but to set a country free. Expand the definition of human. Change in popularity of people. Change, gain 5% legitimacy, and begun integration. We're going to start beginning integration. All right. Let's see. So now we can take one of these. Effect gets our flag is still here. Gain base war support plus 10%, political power plus 200, unlocks rebuilding a nation focus tree, and gives you claims on the new California Republic. Home is in Nevada. Political power plus 100, gain base stability plus 5%. New California Republic mutual relations with Enclave is improved by 20. Gets event for what is a dream. Unlocks the Nevada focus tree. No, we are going the American dream. We're going to restore America. That's the plan. So we're going to go that.
Enclave here.
Yeah, we need to really work on expanding our army. Alright, we got dynamite, trained mongrel. Bicycle. Enables mobile recon support. Reconnaissance companies. Alright, let's get motorization then. The return of Arcade Ganon. Since the Enclave's reform and integration of American citizens, some of those who fled after the fall of Navarro have returned to us. Among those is the scientist Arcade Ganon, the son of an Enclave officer who later joined the followers of the Apocalypse. Inspired by our promises of a better life for the people of the Wastes, he's willing to return to the Enclave's ranks. He's now an advisor. All right. Alright, let's send down spies again. December 24th, 2277. Alright, still a ways yet. Alright, watch out for spies is complete. Distribute Pip-Boys. And we should probably also get an NCR backdoor as well. Is NCR at war? There's a battle going on with She. Yep. Alright, our flag is still here. The Enclave dream has always been to restore America to its rightful shores. From sea to shining sea is what drove the Enclave on through those dark early years after the Great War. What kept their drive going for over 100 years, and what was the spark that returned them to the shores of California when they began their return. The light was thought dead in these past 30 years since the destruction of the rig, with many proud Americans hunted down like rabid dogs, many times shot dead in the streets, but no longer. President Granite today announced that the Enclave dreams of returning the Stars and Stripes to the shores of America will begin in earnest. The steps will be taken to infiltrate and lay the groundwork for America's return. All he asked for was time. Time to ready, time to prepare, that soon, one day, this new world will see the return of the United States. Nothing, not even a tribal, was going to stop them this time. Stability is actually okay. We're going to take the war support. Okay, well, that's opened up a whole lot. Rebuilding a nation, Department of Defense, Arsenal of Democracy. All right, the Sierra Army Depot. And for infrastructure. Well, what I think we're gonna do. White House Reborn. Political power plus 120. Inaugurate Congress. Dedicate the Supreme Court. New Reno address. I want to get through that, I think. And we need to go down the mutant question. Integrating. Person project. I'll have to. Like, the more resources we have, the more manpower we have access to, the better. So that's, I think, why we're going to try and integrate as much as possible. All right, but we're going to go ahead and stop here. We'll work on that for next episode. So, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.